Hare Krishna. Scripture is not a repeater of the world's feel-good message. Sometimes when people come to hear scripture, say they come to hear the Bhagavad-gita in a temple, they often come with the expectation that they will hear a message that makes them feel good, that makes them feel peaceful, that makes them feel happy. And this is the kind of message they often hear from many self-help teachers. That is the feel-good message of so-called spirituality in the world today. And sometimes even scriptural teachers may present such a message because that is what people want to hear. That is what people like to hear. But that is not the essential message of scripture. In fact, the Bhagavad-gita begins right at its start by rebutting one who is expecting such a message. The Bhagavad-gita begins, its first words of instruction begin in 2.11, where it states, Ashochan anvashochastvam pragyavadamscha bhashase gatasuna gatasumscha nanushocanti panditaha. So he says that Ashochan anvashochastvam, that which is not worthy of lamentation, O Arjuna, you are lamenting for that. Pragyavadamscha bhashase, you're speaking wisely, you're speaking as if like a wise person, but what you are speaking, what you are feeling and what your actions are showing, that indicates somebody who is not truly wise. Gatasuna gatasumscha nanushocanti panditaha, wise person, pandita does not lament for the living or the dead. Gatasun, life air has gone, agatasun, life air has not gone. That means a person is living or dead, a person doesn't lament for that. So if you look at the context of the Gita, actually Arjuna is talking from a feel-good perspective in this world. He says, how can I fight with my relatives? How can I fight with my elders, with my grandsire, with my teacher? And he's saying, no, I can't do that. I want to be a good person. But Krishna says, no, you have to do something more. You have to rise to a spiritual level of understanding. And so actually the spiritual level of understanding helps us to ultimately feel good. But that feel good is different from the feel good that we get at the current level. So what is the difference? The difference is that suppose a person is sick, they are given some painkiller, they will feel good. But that is different from the taking the treatment, getting healed and feeling good. So the world's feel good message is basically like a painkiller. Oh, just think positive, everything will be alright. No, Bhagavad-gita tells us we have to think spiritual, we have to realize that we are spiritual, then we will really feel good because we will understand for good who we are actually. So what happens is, if we in scripture, we give the same message as spiritual sharers of scripture, if we give the same message that people are hearing in the world's feel good message, then why should they come to scripture? Why should they come to temples? They can very well hear it outside. So certainly we have to share what is the essential message of scripture, that is knowledge of our spiritual side. And of course, because people are not interested in spiritual side, in spiritual knowledge directly, then we need to present some bridge concepts by which people can come to the spiritual level. But it's important that eventually people recognize the spiritual. So by having an inclusive approach, we can cater to the spiritually interested and we can also make other people interested. But ultimately we have to make them interested in our product. Not that we change the product in order to get interested people. So our message is the message of scripture, and it is a message of radical transformation. It is the message of revolution of consciousness from the material to the spiritual level. And that message is different from the world's feel-good message. And knowing that we have been blessed with a distinct message to share with the world, we can cherish that message and share it in as accessible and appealing a way as possible while being faithful to its essential message. Thank you. Hare Krishna.